Hello guys, good morning. Today we are going to talk about the money supply and its determinants. So let's begin with the money supply. Money supply means the available money in your entire economy at a particular point of a time, including cash, coins, bank deposit, and additional other transaction that is done in form of cash and coins, and it includes cash which is held by the general public and including their saving account and including their current account, how much money they have got in their bank's account, including all the people across the country. And the thing which money supply doesn't include is that money producing sector, likewise government and a bank. So the government sources, likewise the NRB in terms of Nepal Rashtra Bank with the central bank, we do not count their money because they are the one who owes the money, who creates the money, who supply the money. So we cannot count that money because we just supply that money and we are counting the money supply. That's why. And now the another topic is when what like it doesn't include money supply which is held by general public in terms and fixed deposit. When money supply is in terms and condition of other parties and it's in fixed deposit, we do not count that. So now let's go to the another thing, which is how we measure money supply in context of Nepal. There is two way, narrow money and broad money. Narrow money is known for M1 and broad money is known for M2. Narrow money has a simple slower formula which is C plus DD. C means currency held at commercial, currency held by general public, where DD means demand deposit held at commercial bank. So now let's discuss it. Narrow money refers to the sum of currency held by general public and demand deposit held at commercial bank. So currency held by general public means, as I already told you earlier, that people who have money in their pocket, that's the general public money currency. And demand deposit at commercial bank means how much money you have in the saving account, current account at commercial bank, which comes under the central bank. And that's the demand deposit, how much ask from the bank, how much you deposit or withdraw from the bank. Demand and deposit, it comes in a similar way. That's why we have put it here, the demand award in context of in our textbook. Now let's move to the second, which is broad money. And to begin with the broad money, it has a simple formula which is M1 plus total deposit. Total, not total deposit, it was, yeah, total deposit. Oh, sorry, no, time deposit. So M1 is a narrow money, where broad money includes currency plus DD and total and time deposit. So here in time deposit, it includes saving deposit, fixed deposit, call deposit and marginal deposit, where broad money refers to sum of narrow money and time deposit including saving, bank, fixed, call and margin deposit. So here now we begin to the determinants of money supply. So the determinants of money supply, there are in terms of like 10 to 12 minutes, but for my exam purpose I have just got 5 determinants. And here we go. The first one is reserve money, the second one is money multiplier, the third one is currency demand deposit, which is referred as a K in terms, in symbol. And the fourth one is CRR, cash reserve ratio. And the last one is ERR, which is excess reserve ratio. So let's begin with now RM, which is reserve money. So reserve money is the base of monetary policy on which the entire monetary structure is built, and it is really important for money supply. So it includes currency held by general public plus cash involved of commercial bank, and commercial bank balance in central bank, and other deposit in central bank. And its formula is C plus CBB plus OD plus cash in COMM in up. So this is general formula. I know what I'm saying, but I can just write down that in pattern in my textbook, and I know that, so that's why I'm just saying. And our next one is money multiplier. Money multiplier, it means that you know money multiplier simply means money multiplier simply means the broad money. So in definition we can write as the money multiplier means money supply in bracket broad money, and down reserve money. And we can just write like when money multiplier increases, money supply also increases, and when money multiplier decreases, money supply also decreases. That's it, the simple definition. Then the last one, the third one is currency demand deposit, which is denoted as a K equals to D by CC. D means as I have already sold. DD means demand deposit held at commercial bank, and C means currency held by general public. So here in these terms, when people have more currency, then it will decrease the money supply. And when bank have more currency, then it will bank has more money, then it will increase the money supply. How? Let's check it out. So first of all, let's go with the definition. Currency demand deposit is referred as K in symbol, and where currency held by general public is divided by demand deposit held at commercial bank. And when consumer, not a consumer, when currency held by general public has more money than the commercial bank, so the commercial bank, they could not provide loans. If they are not able to provide loans to the business, and there won't be any investment, so obviously the money supply will decreases. In our upcoming classes we are going to talk about a lot of this, but for this, now let's understand that when people have more money, they could not provide the loan to the other facilities to people, right? They will just invest that for their family, just for their needs and daily basis. But when bank have more money, they can provide more loans to other people. So in simple, more cash with people, less money supply. More money with the bank, more money supply. And here we go with our fourth one, which is cash reserve ratio, where it is denoted as RR by D. D means total deposit, where RR means required reserve. So here we can go for the definition, which is cash reserve ratio is referred as required ratio divided by total deposit. And when CRR increases, you know there will be less lending, and when there will be less lending, there will be less money supply, and exact the opposite, just vice versa. So first, let's understand what does CRR means. CRR is simply a rule for a commercial bank, and it is obviously given by the central bank, is the one who tells commercial bank how much to have cash reserve ratio in your commercial bank. So for an example, we can take that if out of 100 deposit, rupees 100 total deposit, where central bank told commercial bank to have a deposit a reserve of around 90 and lend only 10, then there will be more CRR and less lend. So when there will be less amount of, only out of 110 they could lend, so there will be less money supply, right? Because they do not have enough money to provide to the people for the loans. But when central bank allow banks to have 90 of lend and 10 of reserve, then it will immensely enhance the money supply. Because when banks have more money in terms of providing loans to people, so there will be more money supply. When people take loans, they will invest. in their business from daily life, then that money will go to the different places, and generally it will increase the money supply. So yeah, CRR is the main factor. When CRR is more, there will be less lending. Less lending means less money supply. When CRR is less, there will be more lending. More lending means more money supply. And the last one is excess reserve ratio. It's similar to the cash reserve ratio, but it is not controlled by the central bank. It's controlled by the commercial bank for their own safety. Likewise, there is some shortage or occasion, like due to a war or whatever, causes of like disease, whatever, a natural disaster happens. So there is a need of that safety for a commercial bank, because it doesn't come under the central bank. Central bank doesn't gonna help them. Yeah, they are gonna help them according to the rules and the policy terms and the condition. But when we talk about their own backup policy, then yeah, there is excess reserve ratio, which is denoted as E, and its formula is ER by D, which is D means total deposit, E means accept ratio, and in definition we can written as excess reserve ratio is referred as excess reserve divided by total deposit. And excess reserve, when excess reserve is high, okay, then there will be more safety. More safety means less money. When excess reserve is less, there will be less safety but more money supply. When so here we can take an example, rupees 100 of total deposit. When bank want to have more safety, then they will have more money supply. Out of 100, suppose that there have around 80 of reserve in the bank account for their own safety. Okay, it is not the order from the central bank, it's from their own commercial bank, okay, for their own safety, and 20 for lending. So there will be less money supply, because the lending is 20 and the for the safety reserve there is 80. So now again, let's go for the vice versa, like exact opposite. Like 80 is lending and 20 is reserve, okay, for the safety. There will be more money supply. It's exactly really simple, guys, and I hope you had understand. In our next classes we are going to talk about the money capital and money market and capital market. All right, so this is it for today classes. Till then, take care. Bye bye.